Hello, lovely people. Hello. Today is a topic that's so close to my heart. So let's get up close and personal. Anyway, jokes aside, today I have a paper. I've written down the things. Have you seen the topic? And it's kind of sensitive because I'm in my mourning phase. My mother-in-law died and we are burying her next week. And I also have temple because maybe the tears might be flowing today. So, ladies, have you seen the topic? Up close and personal. Living with my mother-in-law for 13 years. I'll be sharing tips and tricks of living with your mother-in-law, my experience, and also I'll be sharing how to maneuver around so that so that you can live in a harmonious environment with your mother-in-law. So, as I say, this topic is so close to home. Jokes aside. So, how did I come to live with my mother-in-law? Let me take my juice here. It's after lunch, maybe I'll be. But I didn't eat ugali. So in Germany, how did it come to live with my mother-in-law in Germany? So in Germany, the statistics show that many Germans don't buy houses. I only thought it's my husband, but the statistics show like that. So in Germany, they have Mehrfamilienhäuser. Those are houses like one family, like my family at home. Yeah, my dad can say, okay, I'm building like a complex, like a complex house. And then maybe one floor I'll be living with your mom, the second floor the kids, the third floor maybe the grandparents come if they have to take care of their parents, our grandparents. So that's the situation here also. And in Germany, people usually give birth. In most families, there are 1 to 2 kids. So my husband had to remain here because this is his inheritance. And the brother inherited a house from the mom's side. That's how everything is planned. Germans plan everything. They just don't give birth anyhow. Everything is planned. So the real reason why people don't build houses, even the young ones, fast, the houses are expensive. When you build a house, you're going to pay, your kids are going to pay, and your grandkids. Just count yourself in 3 generations, you're going to pay. So many young people just concentrate with traveling, with things like that. And then later when they're 40s and they want to settle down, they come back to the parents' house and things like that. But when they're young, and I understand it, I really understand it. If you're young, you need to do these things. So, as I said, this is my husband's inheritance. That's why it came to be that I had to. He said, no, I've tried living outside. My husband rented a house for 5 years outside. And then he noticed he used to come home every weekend to work. From Friday, Saturday, he used to come after work, just comes and works and helps the mom out because we live in a farmhouse. This house and the compound is very big for a woman. Let me tell me, I can't manage alone. I can't. And hiring a gardener and those things are so expensive. So if you don't have children, my dear, children is like a labor. But that's the truth. Yeah, we don't want to say it like that, but that's the truth. And then, so my husband had to come home and take care of everything else because the mom was taking care of the dad. The dad got a stroke when he was 42. So the mom was busy taking care of the dad. She was the caregiver, the nurse. So everything outside was deteriorating, and yeah, here is not Africa where you can just leave your grass, yeah, like a forest, yeah. Everything has to be cut, like a golf place. Everything has to look nice, and it's a lot of work. You have to shape the trees and things like that. So he could have lived somewhere else, yeah, but he saw it as a necessity to come back home after 5 years of renting, and he said, "Nah, I'm just making the landlords rich. Let me go back home and invest that money at home. I can start renovating and modernizing things." And let me tell you, that thing is, I found it really strange when I was new here. I was like, "Nay, we need to build our own place. We need what." But now I appreciate that he really did that, and I really hope that my child is also going to do that, because I've noticed. I know now the benefits. I know now the benefits of this system. So for me, it was a choice. You follow where your husband goes. Yeah, you go where your husband goes. Yeah, it's the truth. So our living situation, this is a family house. What am I seeing there? Okay. This is a family house. And so I live downstairs. I have everything with all my amenities, the kitchen, the toilet, the bathroom. And the mom used to live upstairs. So she had also a small kitchen, a small sitting room, and a bedroom. She doesn't need much. In old age, let me tell you, you don't need much. In old age, even you need one room. One room is enough. Servant quarter is enough. So our daily life and routine. Me, I'm an early riser. My mother-in-law was a late riser during old age. You stand up. So she used to stand up at 11. And me at 11, I've already cleaned. I've already taken my son to school. I've done this and this and this. But you can understand, even me in old age, I want to sleep up to 12. Leave me alone. Up to 12. So, but on Sundays, we used to go to church with her sometimes. Sometimes she would stay at home. And those days she used to stay at home, she used to cook for us as a family. And the other days, we would cook differently, because for me it was important to cook differently, because our food tastes good. Our African food tastes good. But what I've realized, it's mainly when I cook my fish, my goodness. Everyone is doing like this for 3 days. When I cook mbota. So as in, for me, it's important that everyone has their kitchen. And also, maybe today you want to cook meat, tomorrow someone wants, and the other person wants vegetables, just to avoid conflicts. I really found that one to be a good thing. So cleaning, we would clean our own spaces, apart from when someone is sick. Like when I got my CS, she used to clean for me. The most traffic spaces. Not everything, until I got on my feet. And that was the case also when she got sick. I also took over cleaning her spaces. So our special moments were Fridays. Fridays used to be our special day in the evening. When I'm not working, those days that I'm not working, I used to go to her place and we used to watch Perfected Dinner or Let's Dance. And then we would dance around. And for my son, grandma, Oma was everything. Oma va Alessa. So like last time I went to Kenya, can you imagine? My son told me, no, I don't want to go to Kenya. Yeah, I want to remain with Oma. And I was like, hey. Anyway, say no more, my child. I'm coming. I'm going alone. Thank you. So if I didn't have her in the house, it would be difficult because it was also easy for my son as a routine. He wasn't disturbing. He knew where everything was. And in that time when I was in Kenya, I remember that's the time she told me she's not feeling well. She was feeling kind of a cold. Me, I'm thinking, it's just a cold. Hey, when I came back, she couldn't walk. Yeah, we took to the hospital. They did checkup and found, she had pneumonia and cancer. Cancer was everywhere. She had lung cancer and it had gone everywhere. So, and that was when we took her end of November to hospital. When they had finished the checkup, it was December, and she had to come back home. So last Christmas, we already knew that was her last Christmas. Yeah, our moods were really, really, really down here. So challenges and funny moments, of course, there are so many challenges. How can there not be? So one of the humorous moments was when I was new in this place. So when I was new, as in everything was old here, was wood, was most rooms were wood, and me, I'm like, nah, I cannot see any brown wood. I was just seeing wood everywhere. I'm thinking, even in Africa, we love white spaces. This cannot be. So, and then I just started with I went to and bought decor, but I bought decor in monochromatic style, and it wasn't suiting because she had everything in floral and dark wood, and they came and placed something there, and she was like, I find it so boring. And me, I say, but I also don't like your decor. Oh my God. I know that statement was so sensitive. I could have maneuvered it in another system. But it wasn't nice. Even me, I wouldn't want my son's wife to tell me like that. So she really found it hard that I was bringing my own taste, because she was, my husband married me when I was 40. So it took him time to bring a woman in this house, and she was the one who was doing everything. So it was hard for her. It was hard for her to let things go. Yeah, but it was also good because she was so busy with caring for the dad. Another person would have been, yoo-hoo, someone has been brought, but it was hard for her. And I can really, really understand. Yeah, but I also just wanted to be comfortable. Yeah, when a new man comes, accept the change. It's hard to accept the change, but it's hard. I know. And from that day, we had to set like boundaries, because I noticed she was removing my decor, and I was like pissed. I was pissed off. I said, son, talk to your mom. Anyway, and we had to tell her, okay, me, I need my space down here. I'm the one who is doing it. You do upstairs if you want to do things and take care of Papa, but down here, I just need my Selbstständigkeit. How is it called? Independence. So, our cultural and generational differences. Oh my goodness, of course there were. My mother-in-law was double my age. Yeah. No, not that. Yeah, kind of. I'm 36, she was 75. So you can imagine. So our differences were many. Like I said, me, I love my food. I love my food like chilled and spiced. And it took her tongue took time to get used to my food taste, but later she was really enjoying it. In the end, in our later years, I was always cooking. I was always cooking lunch, and she was just making evening. In the evening, they usually like to eat bread here, so she was just in the evening she would just make her bread, but I was the one who was cooking lunch. And then for me, it took me time to adapt. She used to buy for me pans every year. She would give me a very nice pan, and I used to destroy it. Not like to hammer it or something. Huh? No. As in, for me, I used to think when you're cooking, you need to put full heat so that the food tastes. I don't know, Aki, these beliefs of ours. Yeah, and then they used to ruin the pan. So, and I used to burn food a lot. And then later I noticed, hey, I'm thinking, I'm watching Perfected Dinner. Why do these people not? Their pans don't get spoiled. Oh my goodness. And then I started working, I started buying my own pans, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I was ruining good pans just because of my stupidity. Yeah. And yeah, but she was really patient with me. She told me it took time, but yeah, we reached that point that I'm even cooking nowadays with low heat. Food doesn't have to burn. Food doesn't have to burn. So our generational differences, of course there were. As I can say, I said, our decoration styles were so different. But all in all, I used to find we are more of the same caliber, kind of. Because she was born after the war, and we noticed we are the same in this aspect of poverty. Yeah? Like she never used to give herself nice things. She'd be laid back and say, I don't need that one. She's the one who introduced me to thrift stores. And me, I'm like, in the other sense, I'm like, I didn't have that one. I need it now. And she'd be like, no, I didn't have that one. I don't need it. Yeah. But you know what I've realized? Europeans are very, very down to earth. Europeans. Last year, my husband took us to camping, and I was like, wait, what is this now? Sleeping on the grass? But you know what I realized? Hey, these people are so down to earth. They're so down to earth. So our bonding activities, yeah, as I said, we used to go thrift stores. She's the one who introduced me to them, and since then I love them. But anyway, I've also grown up with second-hand things like mtumba from Kenya. So it wasn't a new thing. And anyway, I really love it nowadays. I just love mixing those kind of old and new. Not everything has to be new. And also, she used to love gospel music. We used to take her to gospel concerts and things like that. And she used to love Let's Dance and Perfected Dinner. And when I'm having my birthday down here and my friends come and we are dancing here, Naija or Bongo, she used to come and also dance along. She was a very hyper, That was Mama. Mama was always very hyper and very youthful. Our on the emotional side, our relationship grew, of course. Yeah, she trusted me with a lot. Me, I knew her. I knew she had trusted me. 1 year after I got married, she brought her jewelry box and she was like, "You can wear it. Well, you can wear it. You can wear it." And I was like, But the way I've never worn it. Only the other day she died, and I was like, she has been telling me, she came with the box like 6 times. She has to remind me to wear her jewelry, but I've never worn it. So I went and picked this one up, and I really love it. I never wore it when she was alive, but now in her remembrance I can do it. So, and she used to give me a lot of advice. For me, it was very, she really helped me during my Ausbildung time. She made everything so easy. I knew my child was being taken good care of, being taken to the football club. Food was always on the table. So tips for harmonious relationship: treat that woman with respect. Oh my goodness, you have to respect that woman. That's the mother of your husband. She was there before you, and you may think you know it all, but you don't know anything. You don't know anything. So, and then allow everyone to be who they are. Like me, as in, I used to love loud music, and I put here bass. I want to hear that, like that club feeling. And her, she was always the quiet one, no music or anything. And I'm like, put a radio on, you need to hear something. But she just used to open the windows. She would say like, she wants to hear the voices of the fogel, of the birds. So allow everyone to be who they are, and thank goodness she respected me in that sector. She didn't come and say, put the music out, put the music off, put it off, it's loud, it's what. No, she really respected. She respected me in that sector, and in other sectors she never used to disturb me. So, and then have your own kitchen. We usually say that this phrase in Africa, but it means just that everyone should have their own space. Sometimes it's important to even lock the door. Come and lock the door. As in, sometimes, yeah, especially when you have quarreled with your with your husband, lock the door. You need that. You need that serene time to be alone. So it's important that your mother-in-law also understands that not to take sides, and also just to leave you alone. So, and then another thing, don't touch their things. Oh my goodness, me, I wouldn't want my things to be touched. And and for her also, every time I used to, before I touch anything, I used to ask her, can I do this? Can I do that? Yeah. Can I do that? Yeah. And we used to talk about everything. So on my reflection with living with mother-in-law, actually I found it to be like the way our arrangement was, it was very good. I wish that my son will do that with me later. I don't know, maybe. And I'm saying that because, as in old age, people experience a lot of loneliness. And loneliness is the number one killer. It's the number one killer in death rate. It brings a lot of diseases. So just to avoid loneliness, I really love this arrangement. But everyone should have their own space. And I also think I wouldn't have done it with anyone else. I think our individualities, our characters really meshed well, and it was good like that. I'm really proud of her, that she's the woman who I got to live this long with, and And also, just because I was a young girl from Kenya, a foreigner in a different country, this experience was really, really good. It's what I needed at that time. Like I said, I came from Kenya from a family concept, and then I came to Germany as an au pair in a family concept. So I think I just needed also that thing of family. Also, that's why it was really easy for me to adapt and live with her in the situation that you are. And then would I do it now? I don't know. I think my perspective now, because I'm approaching 40, I'm becoming another woman now. I don't know what the future brings, but I know everything happens for a reason, and God knew why it happened. So I need to accept that. I need to accept that God is in control. He knew why He wanted it to be like that, and yeah, for now, I know life will be hard because she was always there. I know life will be hard, but I wouldn't say to be hard, because it's also, I know life paves new ways. Yeah, I know life paves new ways. Who knows? Who knows? But she was for me in my deepest and darkest times, and I really, really, really love that woman, and I miss her. And for me, it was also good to adapt easily because it gave me a little bit of financial freedom. I was 8 years a housewife. Can you imagine? 8 years in Germany, and the way people here are being pushed 50-50 or yeah, as in it gave me that ease to just chill because I knew the bills, they're going to be sorted up and down 50-50. Me, I'm not there. I'm not there. Anyway, that was my experience with my mother-in-law. I hope my tips have helped you, but I really feel pity for like my mother, who can take someone, if she takes her mother-in-law for 5 years. I don't see it working out. I don't see it working out in an African concept, in a very small house. Maybe if you are having a house outside or something like that you just meet to be eating together, but just living in a small house with your kids, with your husband, and everything is tight, and it will be hard. It will be so hard. Anyway, that was my experience. I hope it helps you, it motivates you, and maybe, yeah, don't be afraid. If you find a good man living with a mother, take it, my dears. Thank you for watching.
Hallo. Bleib doch mal hier, die Mieze. Dumme Mieze. Hey. Komm, geh mal dahin. Hier, rutsch. Hey, Mieze, ganz ein.